new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This pass is caught by London. 23 yards, the final tally.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Now the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Young working out of the gun. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Throwing, Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and stuff. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go quickly here out to Moore. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. But another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, is what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Young will set to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That throw by Young incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It's Young on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The Sanders has got it complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
Young on 1st down.
intercepted.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First and 10, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hand off now to Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
They'll pitch it to Robinson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll set up to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 52 yards. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Returning it, Johnson. Here comes Johnson on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 94 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Robinson with another carry. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the give, here's Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands up.
Touchdown! Rondale Moore.